Welcome, brothers and sisters. Welcome to a new video of Triple Grace. My name is Michael. I'm the founder of Triple Grace and the Righteous Path Movement Foundation. And today we are talking about safe havens, lockdown principles and lessons on this Passover 2020. As you see from the image, a lockdown must not always be bad. Can also be very good and very beautiful and perfect. Such a place will be established by the Lord, with the angels and with our help in the end time ministries, safe havens. But today we are not talking about that. Today we will talk about why are we in lockdown now. Many people are in lockdown throughout the whole world. Why were they taken into lockdown? Is that only because the enemy is trying to bring forth a new world order? Don't you understand that everything is created by the Lord? And that the enemy, Satan, is only a copycat, that he can only copy what the Lord has already created? And if there is a move of the enemy, then there's at the same time also a move of the Lord. If the enemy is planning something bad, there will be a counter move of the Lord to turn things into good, to bring forth His holiness and His power and His glory. And His glory. So, brothers and sisters, let's get an understanding what really happened. The government is locking us down. But the principle behind this is, where are you being taken down from? What can you not do? You cannot go and follow your careers right now. You cannot follow your jobs right now. You cannot increase your riches right now, with a few exceptions, but most people can't. So you are taken out of the world right now and placed where? In a safe haven, in your house, for safety purposes. Then you cannot go to your church, to the building anymore. You are taken out of the church to be brought where? To a safe haven. You are not being part of the lukewarm churches in the moment, except maybe online, but not physical. You were removed from the world and from Babylon through the mighty power of the Lord. You are learning something, brothers and sisters, here. You are learning that the church age has come to an end. You are learning that this phase in the world has come to an end. You are learning. The Lord is teaching you a great lesson right now, that you have to come out of the world and out of Babylon, as we are teaching and training you here for the last 10 years at Triple Grace. Come out of the world. Time is here right now. Enter the kingdom age. The kingdom is here. Do not miss it. Great lesson. And where is the Lord placing you? In a safe haven. And not only that, but what is your safe haven? What is your safe haven? Family. You are together with your family. Father, mother, children, maybe even more of the relatives and related family, like grandmother, grandfather, whatever. But family. He is telling you, understand that the kingdom age is about family, that the kingdom age is about coming together in love, unity and support. Great lessons are taught you right now, but instead to embrace these lessons, you are sitting in fear and you are focusing on the enemy side instead of the Lord's side. Get an understanding why this thing is happening, because you're shifting in a paradigm shift from the old into the new. And the future is a family community of heaven. Places will be established. Holy places will be established. where the family community of heaven will come together and walk on holy ground in the presence of God Almighty. That's the reason why you get this lesson right now. Because to do this, you have to come out of the world and out of Babylon. And you have to come into your safe haven, the family place. You have to have everything in one accord, everything in common. You have to support one another, to love one another, to live with one another, to eat with one another, like a family. Don't you get this lesson of the Lord right now? The principle of family is put right in front of you, and you should experience it because this is your future. This is the kingdom age. Even the millennium kingdom, when Jesus is here, is all about family. It's all about heaven coming down onto the earth. It's about a huge family. And we are starting now, we as a forerunner of Jesus coming for his millennium. We are dress rehearsing right now the family principle. We are building these places. We are building the safe havens. We are establishing the holy places in the nations. And you will be part of that. That's the reason why the Lord has put you into lockdown, so that you experience the concept of family, of acting together in love, of supporting one another, of lifting one another up. So that then when the lockdown is over, that you have an understanding, oh yes, the world is falling, the church age is over. I do not have to go back to my lukewarm church. Now I'm going into the end time movement and I'm establishing the holy places in my neighborhood. And I gather the people together in the principle of love, of mercy and compassion, the same principles that you apply to your family where you are right now locked down. This is the same principle. You have to learn the principle first before you can apply it. That's the reason why the Lord has put you in lockdown. That's the reason why you are trained right now. Because when you come out, you will be in a new world. And when you are in a new world, you have to apply a new principle. And this is a principle of love, unity and support. The principle of the family of heaven that will come down onto the earth through the holy places. So come and join us. The Lord has revealed to us through triple grace his heavenly end-time concept of the family communities, where we come together. Everybody will come together. Yes, on a high level, on the royal priesthood level. Yes, that's true. But we embrace everybody. We allow everybody to come into the family because they're all true sons and daughters of the Most High. We invite them to come. We train them in these ways. We are bringing them together as a great family of heaven. That is completely different to the church or to a home church. This is a new way that will emerge because we are in the kingdom age and the kingdom is here, brothers and sisters. And right now, in the lockdowns, you are taught the principle of family so that you can apply it to the new places, to the holy places, that you have an understanding that in these places only the principle of family will apply. Not any more religious spirits, not any more what you have done in the lukewarm churches, not any more what you're doing in the world, but only the principle of the family of the kingdom of heaven that will apply to the holy places. And you are being trained in such a principle right now. Brothers and sisters, what are you doing right now? You are together with your family. You are lifting them up. You are supporting them. You are feeding them. You are loving them. You care for them. Whenever they have a problem or because of they cannot go out and they're crying, you wipe away the tears from their eyes. And that is exactly the principle of a family of heaven. And this is what we will show forth in the newly established places, in the holy places. Only that we not only apply it to a few people, but we will apply it to the whole neighborhoods. Love your neighbor as yourself. We will go out and wipe the tears away from the eyes from the people who are suffering, and we will lift them up, and we will gather them together in the holy places to bring in the harvest of the ages. Right now you are taught the principle of the family of heaven. Mercy, compassion, love, unity, support. All this what you need to establish a holy place. Thank you, brothers and sisters, that you have listened to this message. Think about it, why you are in lockdown, and why you are removed from the world, and why you are removed from Babylon, and why are you learning now the principle of a family. Have a blessed day in the Lord. Maranatha.